Welcome to Ireland Daily News. Today is the 8th of July 2026. Story 1. Central Statistics Office figures show data center electricity usage has risen to 23%. In 2025, their electricity consumption reached 7,663 gigawatt-hours. This represents a 10% increase in a single year. Public Expenditure Minister Jack Chambers told the Dáil that data centres are central to Ireland's economic and digital future. Social Democrats TD Jennifer Whitmore warned that this risks higher electricity prices and threatens energy security. University College Cork Professor Hannah Daly noted that Ireland's data centre electricity usage has grown more than sixfold in a decade. She added that the speed of this growth is outpacing the addition of new renewable energy sources. Story 2. Met Éireann has issued a weather advisory. From tomorrow until next Tuesday, temperatures will exceed 25 Celsius. Some areas may see temperatures climb to 30 Celsius. Forecaster Elise Hankinson says the heat will cover Munster, South Connaught and West Leinster from Friday. The heat is caused by a high-pressure ridge in the south. This ridge will spread north, bringing widespread sunshine. The UV index is expected to be very high. Nighttime temperatures will stay at 15 Celsius or higher. Authorities advise the public to stay cool and hydrated. People should ensure they stay hydrated. Authorities also warn to be aware of water safety. Additionally, there is an increased risk of forest fires during the heat. Story 3. Stockbroking firm Davy has lowered its housing completion forecasts. The agency says the new build shortfall will persist until 2035. Davy expects 44,000 homes to be completed this year. This is lower than the previous estimate of 50,000. The main reason is that housing commencements are lower than expected. Next year, 42,000 homes are expected to be built. Davy says supply remains well below requirements. However, the agency has revised its economic growth projections upwards. It forecasts 5% growth in national income for 2026 and 2027. Consumer spending remains resilient despite inflation pressures. Higher household savings rates provide a buffer. Davy expects budget surpluses to remain substantial. This is supported by economic growth and corporation tax receipts. The government will be able to continue funding infrastructure investment. And it can maintain contributions to sovereign wealth funds. Story 4. The High Court has approved a settlement of €950,000 for 11-year-old Nellie Lannan. Nellie was operated on at Temple Street Hospital using uncertified, implantable springs. This resulted in a shortened life expectancy for the child. Children's Health Ireland has admitted breaches of duty regarding her care. Nellie was 5 years old when she underwent the experimental surgery by surgeon Conor Green. She subsequently required 14 further procedures. She suffered from what was described as excruciating pain. Her father, Stephen Lannan, said the negligence robbed his daughter of the chance for correct surgery. This has resulted in a deterioration of her health. The settlement covers her care needs for the next 2 years. The family must return to court in 2 years for a further settlement. Story 5. Focus Ireland has issued a warning. The Dáil will pass a new housing bill on Wednesday night. The bill requires social housing applicants to prove legal and habitual residency. Housing Minister James Browne says this aims to clarify eligibility rules. But Focus Ireland Advocacy Director Mike Allen strongly opposes it. He believes the bill contains many ill-considered measures. This will increase the risk of vulnerable people sleeping rough. Applicants often struggle to provide complex documentation. This is especially true for victims fleeing domestic violence. The bill also removes local authority humanitarian discretion. It replaces this with a 2-night nighttime shelter limit. Mike Allen criticizes the bill for ignoring winter or children's needs. He calls on the government to pause and review the legislation. If passed unchanged, it will cause tension between NGOs and local government. Story 6. Focus Ireland has reiterated its concerns regarding the Housing and Residential Tenancies Bill. The bill is expected to complete its passage through the Dáil tomorrow night. Charities have pointed out that there was minimal debate on the legislation. It also includes several last-minute amendments. Housing Minister James Browne previously stated that there had been ample debate. However, Mike Allen of Focus Ireland said the bill contains many ill-considered measures. The bill requires those seeking shelter to prove they are habitually resident in Ireland. Focus Ireland warns this is extremely difficult for vulnerable people to achieve. The legislation removes the humanitarian discretion previously held by local authorities. It only provides nighttime shelter from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. This is the first change to homelessness legislation since 1988. Mike Allen has called for the legislation to be paused for detailed consideration. He warned that passing it unaltered would cause ongoing tensions between NGOs and local government. That's all for today's Ireland news. Thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow.